So here we are in the last assignment of how to use Photoshop to create figure and ground. Again, as a reminder, when you open up this file, you will see, or if it's not obvious, I'll remind you that my workspace is set to Essentials. And then what I like to do, this is just my thing, I like to pull the layers and get it up here. And then I also just like to go down and have a separate window for properties. This is just the way I like to work. Okay, so we're not seeing anything because all our groups are hidden. These folders are groups. So let's wake this up because that's what we want to work in. And let's expand it and let's wake up this image here. So now let's get our mouse and click on that layer. We just want it, when it's gray, that means we're in that layer. I want to introduce to you something that is new with Photoshop 2020 that has really been greeted with great enthusiasm because it has streamlined a function that used to take a little more time. Now, what this is has to do with selecting a specific subject in an image, and there's, I guess it's Sensei. It's really machine-based learning. They've trained the software to be able to identify things to select. So this just sounds like blah, 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 but let me show you. Up here, there's two kinds of tools you use to select things in a file. One is the magic wand, and if you hold down Option, you can get down into the second one, which is, it's the quick selection tool. Now these work like this is fairly, I can click it and there's some intelligence there. It seems to be doing a pretty good job. But Command D to quiet the marching ants down. Here's the thing is, when you have the tool in this tool or the one below it, it doesn't matter. Check this out. See what comes up here? This top dashboard suddenly populates with these options. And so what you want to do is, just while you're in this tool, either one of these tools, reminding this one or this one, go to Select Subject. And that's going to take a second, and it just did a fantastic job. So now I'm going to go Command J. And look what happened. It took that area that I had selected, I'll hide that, and it made this great selection just right here. So now I've got just the silhouette, and I want to really just make that a black silhouette. So I'm going to just take this tool here. You can use either one, the quick selection or the magic wand. It should be pretty quick because we're just basically clicking down and it's identifying the common state that exists in this background, which is no pixels. So now I'm going to go up to Image, Adjust, and I'm going to go to Invert. So now what it's doing is those marching ants are just around the inside of this silhouette. And I'm going to go to Edit, Fill, and up here I'm going to fill it with black and click OK. Oops, I did the opposite. I'm sorry. Let's see what I did. Select, Inverse, there. You need to make sure you actually click that. It looks like I was sloppy in my mouse handling. So back again, we go to Edit, and we want to fill that space. So this window comes up, and you want to check black and normal state and click OK. So now Command D to deselect everything, and now we have this silhouette. So now let's get to our Move tool, which is Quick Key V up here. And while I'm in that silhouette layer, I'm going to move that over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to duplicate that layer. Click OK. And now while I'm in that layer, check this out. I can just click on this little button here to flip horizontally. And now I can get back into my Move tool, holding down my Shift key. And there I have it. Now it needs a background color, so let's add a background color. And I just want to point out something, that the additions that you make, like I'm in this layer down here, if I want to add a new layer, I just click down here it's always going to execute that action right above the layer that I'm in. Okay, so now that I'm in that layer, I could add a solid color, and I could add white, I could add any color I want, and there we go. So this is the basic drill. You can see that now we've got some really interesting shapes going on, and we're really seeing, I could convince myself that I'm seeing something like maybe a shovel here, and this is the object is here, and this is the background. If you want to try joining these together to move them around, you can do two ways. You can hold down your shift and select both these layers, and then Command T, and it will select both those, and then you can hold down and move these around if you want to create something more interesting. That's a deeper dive, not required, but I just want to point that out. And Command D to click, oops, let's see, just hit return to execute that, I'm sorry. And then if you wanted to, you could select that top layer, and up here at the hamburger menu, you could just say, just merge it down, which means it just merges it down one layer to the next layer. So before I feed too much information to you, that's basically how to do the third assignment in Figure and Ground, and have fun.